4.2-110 of the Code of Virginia. His response was, "It is my opinion that an electoral board may choose not to reappoint an incumbent general registrar, provided the decision is not reappointment, it doesn't rest on impermissible grounds, including political motivations, and provided the process for appointing a new general registrar is objective and apolitical." It goes on throughout this response to just reiterate the Code of Virginia and why it's there. We do not all have to get along, and we do not all have to agree. We don't. It's nice when we do. It's great that we can be friends, but it's not necessary in life. It is, however, necessary to try and treat each other with a modicum of respect. And everything is not personal. The elections process right now is suffering because Mr. Reynolds has had a challenge by not fully understanding his job, and he has had opportunity by having training and having somebody come in from another county to even give him additional help, and it has not helped. And so now we're having multiple issues pop up. Things like voter registration cards coming out with a deceased person's name on it and the wrong address. I mean, there's just a gamut of issues that have come up. Does it mean it's his fault? Maybe not. Does it mean that he is part of the problem? Probably. And whether that's re-education, it doesn't matter. If we have a better candidate that can take over and fix the problems, including redistricting, then we need to look at that. And the bottom line is, it is not personal. It is the Code of Virginia, and you have the absolute authority and responsibility to make that decision. That means you need to make the decision. You alone, not the county of Nottoway. You alone. And I expect you to do it because I'm a voter. And we expect you to do your job. And if you can't do that job, please don't stay on the board. Let someone else do it for you. Thank you.
So one of the great things about is that we have to do things like kind of learn more extensively about the election process. Then most of the time we do not participate in the office of election or anything like that. Just based on what you said about the citizen that received the voter registration card that was deceased. So according to the law, Rodney is not allowed to purge. I'm sure you know this because you have access to this information, follow the registrar's job to educate the citizens in the public. So he's not allowed to purge anybody from the registrar, from the voter registration, unless he gets an official notice from Richmond, from the State Department of Elections getting right. So while this citizen may have received a voter registration card, and it may have been sent to the wrong address, Rodney has nothing to do with that. He doesn't put the addresses on there. He doesn't. And just so y'all understand how the addresses get on the voter registration card, if y'all went to the DMV and renewed your driver's license, or you take your teenager to get their learner's permit, in this little section on there, would you like to register to vote? That's where they get the address on there. Rodney does not make up addresses to put them on there. Then it goes to Richmond, and Richmond sends it. So Rodney cannot do that without official notice from the State Department of Elections to purge someone that's died. Now, in the old days, they could do that just by looking at an obituary. But the laws and rules and y'all change here. So I hope that answers any questions you have.
That wasn't a question.
I mean, no, that's a great question. They can be made of.
Because the bottom line is everything is in place. At this point, the Code of Virginia is very specific. You have a responsibility. It is up to you and you alone. It doesn't matter what any of us think here. It doesn't matter what our opinion is. The bottom line is, priority is your vote in hiring someone who is competent and capable in the elections process. The best candidate. Specifically in that response that Jason Myers came out with.
Thank you. Your 5 minutes is up, but we can't, this is a very heated situation, and that we cannot rely on opinions. Opinions come from emotions. So, what I advise every citizen up here to do, that's here today, that's here to state their opinion, try to base your opinion in facts, okay? And let it have some type of, objectability to it, because if you look at the end of, Mr. Myers, mirrors, the same paper that you're reading from, it says that you have to be very unbiased in what you do. And in that aspect, the board has done diligently to make sure everything we do in regards to pursuing a registrar position has been done in an unbiased nature. And in that point, without opinion at this point. So, it's upsetting to a lot of citizens in here. I see the arrow, but unfortunately, we cannot do anything outside of, the Code of Virginia. And, I really encourage every citizen to maybe get a copy of this, opinion from Mr. Jason S. Myers and read it for yourself. I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
Are you gonna rebut everybody's opinion?
No, I'm not.
We're gonna have order. I'm gonna cut this conversation off in 10 seconds. We've beat death. We've got 7 more speakers that would like to speak. 10 seconds.
Thank you. No, I'm not going to rebut it, but I would like for everybody to, if they can, get a copy of this opinion for yourself. And so you can base your comments or opinions in the future on that.
Mr. William Clark is the next speaker.
Thank you all for letting me speak. And first, I'm kind of happy to apologize. Just from my I was just saying some actions that was going on. I was afraid of you, okay? Just now we got that shit. That's the word racist. Calling a person racist is a thing that's not. I don't take that right. I know this right, I know you. I mean, you might not know this right, but your husband's dad, I think I'm right, Wayne Arthur, he sponsored my basketball team the first year they came to town. My first place, your husband was on the white boy taking pictures. Asking about it, and I got to go. With that said, though, I try to be a straight shooter. And Miss Allen took a lot of my speak from because I heard a lot of lies. And I ain't disrespect nobody, but they still, please base the reason to get rid of Mr. Runnels that you do on the truth. Not on that. He cannot change no registration. Now, I've been in this system for a while. I didn't see no major upset. And if we gonna start going and major upset, that's quite sure we go back 30 years and find something to complain about. But please just do what's right. If you gotta agree to get rid of this man, be fair. Have a read. Please, just have a read. That's all I ask. Everybody get upset with it. I'm not wrong, but I think that people about to get trained. And like Ms. Scott said, we got a small county. Now, I'll be honest, man, y'all can help a lot in this county by making us decent people. What I mean by that, we can cut all this old brick. Do what's right. You can't keep going around like this lady and my friend named was Slam. Because they was doing the same thing to them. Just base it on facts. If you get rid of this man, get rid of him on facts. I was at the election, I didn't know major upset. I mean, we can't keep going around dragging up, making up, fantasizing. I mean, it wasn't like that before. And like I said, I apologize if anybody got influenced that I was talking racist. But some of the stuff does seem to be racist acting. That's what I was saying. But I know if I call someone thing I call them racist, I apologize. I don't take that. I think that's very serious calling people racist. And I appreciate that. I mean, I apologize. That's not really mixed up. citizens. And I ain't trying to be mean, but before some of you moved here, we wouldn't have this problem. Just remember that. I ain't calling you carpetbaggers, but we wouldn't have that problem. At all.
Thank you, Mr. Clark.
Thank you.
David Clements is next.
Thank you for letting me speak tonight. I want to talk about Mr. Rodgers. I worked with him last year. I had never met the man before last year. First time I even got advertised in the paper, okay, he got hired. People talking him down the moment he got the position. That bothered me. But I hadn't made up my mind because I had not. I met him last office. And first meeting, we talked. And we agreed on one thing. We want to be open and honest election. He came back to the county, he wanted to get back to the community he worked at. He cared. And our attitudes were always the same. He wanted to do the best he could. Did he have a learning curve? Yep. I had a learning curve years ago when I became a manager of police department. Thank goodness my store manager stood by and we actually had record process. But I think Rodney Rose is genuinely a good human being, a good man, who treats all fairly and honest. Never had any questions. And I think you would be losing if you don't keep him. I think he's somebody who is wonderful. And he speaks a lot for this county, and he already thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thomas Cruz is next.
Good afternoon, honorable members of the board. I'll keep my comments brief and to the point, and I've given each of you a copy of my remarks. This board is preparing to make an important decision that will impact the West Coast office and elections in Nottaway County for years to come. I stood in this very room in October 2021 after the termination of the former registrar and asked the Democratic majority of the electoral board to work together with its Republican member at the time, Chris Page, to come to a bipartisan and ideally unanimous decision on her replacement. I lobbied for this outcome, both privately and publicly, because I knew that the incoming registrar would have to, at the very least, have the support of a Republican member of the electoral board in order to be viewed as legitimate. I knew that if the Republican member of the electoral board did not support the incoming registrar, there would be virtually no way for the Democratic members of the board to convince Republicans within Nottaway County that they had not engaged in some sort of coup. Today, the shoe is on the other foot. I am once again standing before the electoral board, asking for a bipartisan and ideally unanimous decision on whether whoever is going to occupy the registrar position in Nottaway County. I'm here tonight to make it clear that if the decision is not bipartisan, there will be no way for me, as the chairman of the Democratic Committee, to convince Democrats in Nottaway County that the Republican Committee and the Republican members of the electoral board cannot engage in some sort of hostile takeover of the registrar's office. Whoever you place in that position, if made on a party line vote, will come into office with immediate mark on their name, deserved or not, and is perceived as the Republican registrar. Nottaway County Electoral Board has been through a lot of years. We do not want to see Nottaway County